gentlemen, the show is about to begin.
I have a bone to pick when it comes to Madden and his selection of pitchers. One by one, they're falling by the wayside thanks to goddamn train stuff.
A lot of things got accomplished. Ohtani,
The Angels lead the goddamn league with injuries again.
I am beyond pissed off right now because the only thing I wanted to yell was "fuck."
That gets me every time, especially when it's a frustrating game like this. Hello and welcome into the Todd Fox postgame show. But wait, there's more. There's one other thing I have to play because it's the first time we've played it all season, and why not now? Why not here tonight?
Why do you fill me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down?
Yes, it is a Buttercup game, and some people were saying, Mateo was kind of saying it's not quite a Buttercup game because it wasn't a blown save. Technically, it was. It was a setup and a hold situation. They blew a lead late in the game. Anytime after the seventh inning, if you blow a lead, that's a Buttercup. And the Angels Buttercup their way to a loss tonight in Arlington, or whatever you want to call it. And here's the thing. Here's the deal. When we talk about the Angels and what they've done, when we were on the podcast the other day, we were calling this series, and we were saying, okay, 2 out of 3. All three of us, me, Dominique, and Fernando, said 2 out of 3. And then, a lot of you guys are saying sweep. I said sweep because I think it could happen too. So I kind of changed my ruling and went for that. Now it's backfired in our face. There was a talk about the Angels being 8-2-1 in series. We said how they had to be at an 80% clip to make the postseason. Yes, it's not going to kill them losing these 2 games, but these are 2 games you're going to look back at that if you struggle in June and July, you're going to be like, God damn it, we should have beat up on Texas when we had the chance, because we're only going to get 2 more games of them at home and 3 more with Oakland after tomorrow's game with Ohtani. And looking at this series from a bubble from before, we thought, okay, you have Thor in game 1, you got the guy who just threw a no-hitter in game 2, and then you got Ohtani in game 3. Now game 3 is not looking so finalized and so easy now for the Angels. Now you're looking at it like, God damn it, we got a tough matchup again. Texas is going to be throwing a good pitcher against our guy. What the hell is going to happen tomorrow? Are we going to crap out with 3 good starters, or are we actually going to show up? What's going to happen? So you Buttercup this game, and a game you had, here, get this, guys and gals, they had 17 men left on base tonight. 17! That's crazy amounts of guys left on base tonight. Ward got a home run, and that's it. He left a bunch of guys on. Trout went 3 for 4 with an RBI. Ohtani left a bunch of guys on, 1 for 5. Taylor Wade just filled in for a base runner. Rendon actually got some stuff going on. He's hitting now 230. He had 3 RBIs tonight, 2 for 3. Duffy did absolutely jack squat and got punched in the face by the baseball. Jared Walsh did absolutely nothing with that strikeout. Another go to my knees, swing at a ball, sliding a slider going for my ankles. So he struck out there, and then Renifo went 2 for 5, but only got those 2 hits with nobody on. And then he's like, wait a minute, I'm not used to being at first base. Let me get thrown out and picked off at second base. Then Chad Wallach went 0 for 2 tonight, but he did have 2 walks. Even though he's batting 148, I think he's going to come around like Velasquez. Velasquez nearly got to 200. He's at 196. He got a hit tonight. And Brandon Marsh looks absolutely terrible at the plate again. He's reverting back. He got his average all the way up to 280-something. And now it's dipping down again, or he had it up to 300. It's dipping down again because now he went 1 for 4 tonight. He had 2 strikeouts in that huge error, which allowed the home run to come in for Texas. This game, again, here's my idea. Like, I was ready to blame Madden all from the start because, again, this dude just threw a no-hitter, just last week. And you're like, quick hook, take him out. He's on a 6. Look, we're in a 6-man rotation, not a 5-man. So it's not like, he just pitched, 4 days ago. He has an extra day off, and you're still babying the shit out of him. You baby the shit out of Walsh. You should be letting these guys hit extra batting practice. But, wait, you don't do batting practice, do you, Madden? That's why these guys strike out so much. That's why they're not consistent. And then you look at what he did today, Reed Detmers. Let the kid pitch out of a fucking jam. Let him try to pitch out of a jam. No, you just freaking take him out after 4 1/3, 60 pitches in a tie ball game. He's only allowed 3 runs. Look around the league, Joe. Look around the league. Other starters are being left in, giving up 5 runs in 2 innings, and they still get to the 5th inning. Or if they get 5-6 runs, okay, take them out. You're not allowing these kids to breathe. You saw Reed. He was like, "Are you kidding me? You taking me out?" Took him out. You made it a bullpen game. Okay, so you're trying to win right there with a bullpen game at 3-3. It kind of works for 2 innings. It's a 5th and 6th inning. Zeros put up all around. Trout saves your ass again because nobody can get on base, and he's got to hit yet a 500th of his career solo blast. And so at that point you're in the lead. Right? So then you put up a 0 and you're like, okay, we went to the bullpen. Let's look at the bullpen. Ortega did his job, inning and a third. Loop came in, did an inning. Bear Claw tried to donut this thing up, or he earned a donut, but he got 3 strikeouts, striking out the side, but he made things too interesting with a bases loaded jam. Okay, so you go to Bear Claw in an unfamiliar situation. After Loop should come after Bear Claw. Okay, so already you F that up too, Madden. You're putting guys out of their normal situation. You bring Loop in, and you would have put him in the 5th inning had Ortega screwed up. So you bring in Bear Claw in the 7th, and then you go to Tepera. And okay, here's my decision with this. So you bring in Tepera in a 1-run game. It's still a save situation. After he let the first 2 guys on, I would have been like, okay, if he loads the bases here, let's go to Iglesias. At least put in Iglesias with a bases loaded situation in a 1-run game. Maybe he'll come up there with a better mentality other than a tie ball game. Soon as he ties it up, I'm like, okay, Iglesias is not an option. Don't go to Iglesias. And then I look in the bullpen. Who's there? Valdez, a guy you just brought up off the street. No experience in a high-pressure situation. He's lucky he only allowed he only got charged with the 1, but he wound up opening up the floodgates. So again, it makes no sense. You have these good pitchers in the bullpen, and you keep in high pressure situations going to a guy like Elvis and then going to a guy like Valdez and not using your strengths. So what are we doing here? This doesn't make any sense, Madden. Again, why? I used to ask myself, how did this guy get himself kicked out of Chicago after beating the Billy Goat, the curse of the Billy Goat, winning a World Series for the first time in 100 years, generations not being able to witness a Cubs World Series, people crying because their parents missed it, and you should be walking around butt naked getting free food and whatever else you want in that city for the rest of your life, Joe? No, but you get fired less than 3 years later, and this is why. Maddening moves by Joe Madden, who can't just keep a goddamn lineup, who can't do things traditional, wants to reinvent the wheel, whether it's hitters, lineups, decision-making about the bullpen and the pitching. You overthink everything. And this is why you lose games to Baltimore, why you lose the end game to Tampa. You say, oh, we need days off for our guys before a day off, and give them 2 days off. And then say, okay, play 1 game, have another day off. Where the hell was Iglesias the other night? He had 2 days off too. This makes no sense. These are millionaires. This is what they do for a living. They don't go and work the mines or work in an office for 9 to 5 and then play baseball. This is what they do. Their whole regimen, eat, sleep, and drink, is evolved around playing baseball. So why if they are healthy players, why are we babying them? And they're millionaires at that. That just boggles my mind, because losses like this, it's not the end of the world. But again, you look at it and you're like, okay, we're 24-15, but we blew a chance to keep pace with Houston. And they gave us a mulligan last night. We could have been out of first place last night, but Boston picked us up. Boston gets blown out and plays like they usually do today. So you can't take advantage of that. Now tomorrow we're just trying to salvage this series. Sorry, I had to get into that. And then let me get into the quick. I mean, this one should be a no-brainer. I mean, it could go to Madden, but I'm going to give this one to the obviously this award's given out to the worst player on the field, the guy who just didn't have it, or guy who didn't have it, home or a road team. It doesn't matter. This is Paul Sorrento's gift to the world, because he gives nothing to our hitting, to our batters, and does nothing for the hitting to help the averages for the team. This is the Nacho Night Player of the Game, presented by Paul Sorrento, as he hands out a baseball helmet full of nachos and salmonella. The Nacho Night Award goes to I guess you guessed it. It is Ryan Tepera. Now, real quick, Ryan Tepera, he gives you about 3 or 4 good outings, lowers that ERA to down to about 2, and then all of a sudden he throws 2 runs on you of ERA added because he does crap like this. This is the 3rd time this year he shit the bed. And so far, tonight's line score was 3 hits, 5 earned runs, 28 pitches thrown, 11 strikes. That means 17 of his 28 pitches were balls. His ERA balloons to 4.57. You still want him in the setup role? I still feel that the best move would have been to pair in the 7th, Loop in the 8th, Iglesias in the 9th. Good night. But no, it's not going to happen like that. And if Tepera keeps putting up these where he's inconsistent and stuff like this, another blown save or whatever, I would think of maybe Ty Buttrey, maybe these other guys who are pitching, Austin Warren when he comes back. Let's see what happens. But, I mean, Tepera, dude, I mean, look, I like when his stuff's on, it's there. You could say he was squeezed a little bit by the a little bit by the umpires tonight. The umpiring crew sucked tonight, or at least the home plate umpire did, in my opinion. He missed a lot of pitches. I'm interested to see what it looks like tomorrow on the scale or the ratings by the umpire. But, yeah, this was a tough one tonight. We're going to get into all the comments. Death to Tepera. Cannot be trusted. I wouldn't go that far. You sound like Grill Master. Let's see. Adolis was out at first base, and he was out at first base. That killed the inning, too. Nice pickoff play, and again, that's New York missing it. Luis Estrada says, this is embarrassing. Grillmaster says, breathe. Oh, here we go. Effing terrible. Luis says, I'm beyond pissed off right now. And all I want to yell is, fuck! That's the intro. Man, those Rangers are quickly becoming my most hated team, Charles says. It's hard to take a team that's usually in last place as a hated team, except for those 2 years they went to the World Series. But I'll tell you one thing, man. I mean, they're rubbing me the wrong way right now. I hate Corey Seager. I'm not a fan of Cole Calhoun. A lot of Angel fans are. I'm just not that dude. I've never really liked him because he never played against the shift. He always hit into the shift, and he struck out way too many times. Yes, he put up home runs, but he was more like 26 home runs, 75 RBIs, and a 220 average. That, to me, I can get off the street from any other player in the league. And his defense was special, I'll give him that. But him in a Ranger uniform, I'm like, great. He's just going to kill us. Why root for him? I don't care if he wore this jersey. He's not wearing it now. Let's see. What the F? This is what happens when someone, Rally Chris, calls for a sweep. Anthony Gonzalez. And you know what? I will say this too. Matt Miles says, no bueno. I will say this, though. Jim Hoyt called it. Jim Hoyt says, hey, kids, relax. Don't call for a sweep. Anything can happen. We're all, nah, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. 2 days later. And then we're like, God damn it, Jim. And then we're looking for people to blame. Clears throat. Here we go. Death to Tepera again. Welcome to the Genitalia and Bodily Function Show with your host Todd Lodge. Jim says, and that was last night. We went way off the freaking rails last night. I think this is gonna be Love Line 2.0. Joe Madden, fire him. Vince says, I'm pretty sure. Here we go again. Tepera sucks. Anthony Gonzalez. I'm going to slap some people on this team. Josh Autry says. Justin Batista says, Joe Madden moment. Yes, it was. I'm saying it for the first time. Let's see. Joe freaking Madden. There you go. Fuck, how do you lose a series to Texas? Rally Chris says. When Rally Chris is throwing on some heat, man. Next time I'm not predicting 2 out of 3, of course, Grill Master. Okay, here we go. And then Jay Cruz says, I'm tired of Joe Madden. I think that's a good sentiment right there. Dimitro checks in with hope we don't pay for losing to teams we or should be smashing. Feels like we got too comfortable. Yes, Dimitro, and with all these other tough games coming up, this is not a good one right here. It's really, and then Jacob says brain dead hippie. Armani says Madden loves trying dumb things in Texas. Yes, he does. Danny says, how did we lose 2 in a row to Texas? What's stupid management right there. Stupid adjustments when there shouldn't be. And then when you need to make adjustments, you don't do it. Joe goes against the grain all the time. Take some more acid. Jeez. Fire Tepera tonight. Let's see. It's an embarrassment that the Angels are playing tomorrow and not to get the sweep, Rayu says. It is, and I mean, at the best, we were going to be playing for the series at least, but not even that. My biology teacher, Cesar Valdez, pitched for the Angels, Armani says. How do you lose 10-5 with 11 hits? You leave 17 men on. That's how you do it. Bartolo says fried Tepera. Actually sounds good. Trout hit a solo home run tonight, Jim. Yes. Magically. I mean, when's the last time he hasn't hit a solo home run? It's actually news when he hits a home run with runners in scoring position. And that's the thing, too. Why, again, is he still in the second spot? Can we move him back a spot? Can we at least get back to trying to do the 1-2 with some hitters up front, some fast guys? I mean, if Marsh wasn't sucking so bad, you could put him there. But he's just too inconsistent right now, so you're stuck with Ward at 1, which is not a bad problem. But you still need to get guys on base, and the 8 and 9 guys aren't hitting. So, for the most part, you're not getting those guys in the mix. Let's see. We didn't do squat tonight. The bullpen starting to go down. Familiar. You know what, JB? It's too early to say that they've been pitching so good. But tonight, yes, was a definite crap the bed moment. And here we go right now, Grimace. I'm not going to read 1,000 of these. So if you start flooding the goddamn things tonight, I am not in the mood. Fire Joe Madden immediately. Using Bear Claw was that wasn't the problem. Bear Claw at least got through it. I mean, it was a bad move, but Bear Claw did not blow this one. Ryan Tepera didn't have it. After 3 batters, yank him, dude. Yank him right away. And he left him in there for a couple more. What the fuck is Upton still doing not here and left? 24. Yeah, he disguised himself as Marsh tonight, because what the hell is that? Okay, I've I've done that like a couple times in softball. I never did that when I was playing baseball. I made sure to keep the glove low to the ground so that if it does take a weird hop, at worst it goes up your wrist and up your arm maybe, and up in the air you can maybe catch it, or it just gets goes to the side of you. You know, it's not something that's going to go under you and just keep traveling and you got to run back like a moron. I mean, that was terrible tonight. I mean, that's just not supposed to happen. On the bright side, we haven't been swept yet this season. I appreciate Rally, but I think you're setting us up for a sweep. DFA sent Velocity. Let's see. That was the worst loss of the year. Everything went wrong. Pathetic, Dan Rio says. Nancy says in the 8th inning, I'm saying, say goodnight, Dick. Yep, and Madden is an ass clown right there. Jacob says, oh, jeez. You're sounding more and more like Grill Master Jacob. He's all, eat shit, Madden, you prick. We better not crap out now. Exactly. Here we go. Take away the contract. He's pissed off. We get it. I hate Madden. Anthony Gonzalez says, Jesus Valdez Valenzuela says, damn, this team, a loss hurts, but let's see if the Angels can wake up tomorrow with their bats and get the game 3. I like that. I'm hoping they do that. Ronan says, case Corey Swags gets 0.37 batting average and what is it? The 0.85 single by Garcia. You know, and that's the thing too. You're not finishing in this series. Angels pitchers, for whatever reason, aren't finishing off batters. They're allowing these batters to get up there with 2 strikes and get those hits when they need it, and then it's just terrible baseball. We were doing good until they brought Tepera in. Matt Bedingo. Honestly, they should have been hitting a lot better. And honestly, kind of ridiculous what they showed up to today, Charles says. BS game, shake my head, bro. Daniel Zerda says, let's see. Hitting coach says, no batting practice. I use the pads and play Fortnite for hand-eye coordination. Jim Hoyt says, our defense should be putting up more points. Or offense, I'm sorry. Daniel says, let's see, Joe Madden does not deserve the contract next year. Grillmaster says, and then they threw in Valdez guy in the fire, and he just got recalled today. Exactly. And Ortega is trash. Actually, he's not that bad, Jesus, but he's definitely better than Valdez, and Valdez has not proven anything, yet he gets thrown into a high-pressure situation. Go figure that one. Should have left Loop in there to finish the inning, brought in Bear Claw the next inning. Exactly. Let's see. Tepera is the new C-Check. DFA Madden, Josh says. Joe Madden needs to get the fuck out. Tepera, everyone's just on Tepera. Sir, does this make sense? We have to set up arms in the bullpen. You're using them. No, this guy, Mateo said, yeah, it's basically, well, we have experience here. We have guys that'll get the job done, but let's go with that guy, the new guy. Now I don't think that it's Madden is to blame. The pitchers in our bullpen are way too inconsistent. Actually, I disagree with you, Zan. The pitching's been very good for us this year, but you have to have guys have their roles. You have to make sure that they know what they're doing. You can't bring a guy. Look at one guy, Loop. Loop never pitched earlier than the 7th inning all year last year for the Mets. So he always was a setup guy, 7th, 8th inning guy, 7th, 8th inning guy, sometimes a 9th inning fill-in if their closer went 2 or 3 days in a row. Okay, that's how you used him, like a Scott Shields. You use Scott Shields in the 8th inning to set up Frankie all the times. Frankie, set up Frankie. That's what you did. So immediately when Loop gets here, for some reason, Tepera's got the 8th inning locked down. And then you're like, okay, we'll see Loop in the 7th. Nope, 6th inning. And then they'll put someone else in the 7th. You're like, what the hell are we doing here? And it just continues. I can't imagine that Perry is happy about this. Let's see. Joe Madden, please wake up. Jesus says, horror Madden. Madden just putting in inexperienced guys in position to fail. Yes, Don, I agree with that. I do think Madden's fucking up the lineup. What is it? Terrible, though. I agree, Zan, with you on that one. Too bad we are just fans and our opinions don't mean shit. Yes, JV. Well, they actually would if we were on AM 830. Just saying. But you can't say this kind of stuff over there. Let's see. Let's see. Joe Madden is holding the team back. I agreed. Let's see. Jeez, good grief. I'm surprised you're saying death. Yeah, well, I mean, it's shocking me right there. JB says, let the Halos just do their job and lose and let the chips fall where they may. Well, you know what, JB, I'm hoping that this is a different season because we've seen different types of things with this team, the chemistry and everything. But now it's where the proof's in the pudding. Because can this team fight back and get a show-stopping stop tomorrow and we win this game and salvage one and then we come home and beat the shit out of these teams like we should? That would impress me. If Ohtani turns it around, we come home, take 5 games, and then let's see what happens against freaking Toronto. Because, again, we only have 5 more buffers before we start hitting this tough schedule of ours. So this is where you should have been building up these victories, not losing series. Okay, here's my question, Todd. Can we do a Sox award? Sox is presented by Grill Master's Amazing Cooking. No, it wouldn't be amazing cooking. It would be because of because of your downtime and how much crispy socks you have. The cooking has nothing to do with crispy socks. Crispy socks are not on the grill. They, certain kind of liquids hit it. It dries a certain way, and thus you have crispy socks. Jack says, thought we would bomb Texas pitching, but been the opposite. Yeah, Jack, for a team that is second lowest in batting average in the league to Oakland, and for a team that's very middle of the road, if not below middle of the road in pitching, we sure as hell made them look really good. Tepera got shelled. Angels blew it again, EQ says. Don says, yeah, Tepera shoulders a lot of the blame tonight. Let's see. Tepera sucks ass. Dylan says, maybe Tepera can get hold of someone, some of those drugs, Skag. Oh, jeez. No, that actually didn't help Skaggs. We always play crappy with teams lower than us. Why is that? Nancy, because you don't have good leadership. We don't have good leadership. We don't have a manager that's out there. I'm telling you, as a football fan, too, my Seahawks are the same way. Pete Carroll never steps on the neck of the opponent, and I think Joe Madden's the same way. We have a chance to wipe a team out. You have a chance to get your guys rallied up and say, hey, let's go out there, take care of business one batter at a time. Let's crush these guys. No, let's pull guys out. Let's weaken the lineup. Let's not go for the sweep. Let's just play average out there. Let's not keep guys in the roles that they're used to, that they're accustomed to. Let's move things around. He's the problem. Let's see. Home plate umpire was Jeff Nelson. He sucked tonight. You look like you got out of prison, Sander. Ooh, you guys are going back and forth now. EQ says trade Olvera, Tepera, or Ortega in Tapera, and the new guy that came up today. Ump was a chump tonight. Adele and Elvis want a third roommate in Salt Lake City. Tapera could join him. Jim says, one question has why is Renifo hitting all of a sudden, or hitting a lot all of a sudden? Because I don't know, he's getting his last chance in my opinion right there. Prayers to you and Papa Fox for Smokey. Yeah, my dad is in a bad way today. He was bummed out beyond belief. He lost his best friend, his buddy that kept him going after my mom passed away a few years ago. But he's had him a long time. My cat, or his cat, when I moved him back in with us, he lost him today. It was just his time. 17 years old, 96 in human years. Passed away today, so or we had to euthanize him because he had what's it called, kidney failure and everything. So he was starting to have a lot of pain. So tough day for Papa Fox there. Madden fucking with the lineup in bad, but it's not that bad. But automatically the pitcher's fault for being so damn inconsistent. Yeah, well, I see both sides of the story right there, Zan, when you put it that way. Check out Halo Haven. He will put the scorecard evaluation tomorrow. EQ says it wasn't Detmer's night tonight. He was a little too busy celebrating from the no-hit celebration. Yeah, but he shouldn't have been yanked that early. Give him a chance to get out of his jam. I'm going to the game on Friday. Hope we turn it around, Jack says. Let's see. Lamette 2002 says, dude, what a terrible call at first base. Dallas was clearly out. New York always screws it up somehow. Yeah, how do you have two guys right there in New York and they still screw it up? And why was Hergut not in the game? He could pitch as much as he wants to, but he's already had a day off, so he could have been eligible tonight, and they didn't use him. Let's see. Also ban the shift right there. Charles says, yeah, man, definitely not liking the Rangers right now. Get rid of Duffy and out Walsh full time. EQ says, and Walsh is just, he's got to get it going. He's swinging at a lot of down and in sliders. Reminds me a lot of a guy everyone hates here, and that's Josh Hamilton. That's how he would strike out all the time, too. Renifo as a backup player should never rely on him. Yeah, he shouldn't be playing back-to-back. Madden's logic, put in the wrong pitchers at the wrong time. James says, and then pitcher who only throws changeup. Ugh. And then let's see, E7, dude, I swear to God, yeah, there's a lot of frustration. Matt Duffy looked absolutely lost tonight. Not sure where he was. Tough injury, though. How did you feel about that play? Do you think that was intentional? No, I don't. Only because the base runner stayed at first base. He had every opportunity to go to second base. There's no automatic timeout. The runner from third could have stayed at third base, but he came home. So the runner stayed at first. He checked on Duffy. That wasn't a bad play. It was just unfortunate. The ball hit him in the face as he collided with Duffy. And then Duffy has looked terrible since coming back from the IL. He's looked terrible, striking out a grip. Seager just beat the shift. That's what the only drawback of it. It was going to be a very hard play for Rendon to catch it. Yeah, it's true. He hit it. The pitch was good, and usually that's an out if Rendon's playing anywhere close to third base, but he was basically at second. I hit another home run in the playoff baseball game, third one in 4 games. Hell yeah, good job, Mateo. Let's call up Michael Cox, and we can slap Madden in the face with it. Oh, geez. Rally Chris becoming one of us. Matt says DFA Grill, Rally Chris, making me rethink the Scherzer contract, Charles says. Well, remember when we lost the last series against the O's, then we got on a 6-game winning streak. Yeah, you know what? That's the way to look at it. Let's see if we could do it, and we could do those 6 games, 5 at home, before we play Toronto and finish one out tomorrow. Let's see. Mateo, how far did it go? DFA undercooked sausage. Lewis says, well, will the whole stadium affect these guys just because they negatively coming to the team? Oh, just because of the negativity coming to the team. I don't know, man. I'm hoping that they can get off the schneid, Lewis, because I don't want them to be overthinking things like their freaking manager. Hell, my fucking Velasquez at 2. He's starting to hit. I don't know, Grillmaster's a little early for that. Keep Ward at the leadoff spot. It's a blow-pin official game tonight. 355 feet to left center. Good job, Mateo. Duffy sucked at first base tonight, Nancy says. Bartolos says Rendon vagina juice to hit that home run. He did juice. He's squeeze his leg and then just crushed it. I'm looking forward to Friday. Fuck Texas. I will be ringing that shit out of the cowbell. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a loud ass night. You better bring some earplugs. Mike Trout, you're gonna be hearing that in your sleep, by the way. Jesus says Mike Trout is not a number 2 hitter, he's a number 3 hitter, period. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Leaf says Taylor Wade has already set his career high in home runs. It's only the middle of May. Do you think he gets at least 25 to 30 home runs this year? Leaf, I think there's a very good chance he hits 30. I think the first 5 guys in that lineup could hit 30. Whether they do or not because of inconsistency, that's the other thing. Why is Duffy on first base? Because, Ernest, Walsh is really, really tired. And it took him a long time to manicure that very nice beard of his. So Madden's like, you know what, dude, just smoke some weed and take the night off. And, maybe if someone gets hurt, I'll put you in there. You know what I mean? Even though tonight was frustrating, it is still early in the season, Matt Bedingo says. But these games count, brother. We're not facing a hopeless season like last season. And it just sucks when you lose games like this. Yes, there are Major League ball clubs and all this other stuff, but you need to be stacking your wins. I'm telling you, June and July is going to be a bitch. And to see if this team is going to be anywhere good in the postseason, they have to survive those 2 months, and they have to play winning baseball. They just have to. And we're going to have to see what this team's made of. And right now, I'm not liking the moxie of the team. I'm loving the chemistry. Actually, I'll take that back. I like the moxie of the team because they do have a lot of guys that want to win. They're playing to win. They're tired of losing, and they're tired of being mediocre. But I think the manager is holding this team back. That's what scares me. Fitting that Rendon had 3 RBIs tonight. Haha. Can I ask why Madden hasn't argued calls? Because that's not his thing. He's too busy. When you smoke that much weed, you're pretty damn mellow. Let's see. Because he's a pussy Mateo. Jacob says as far as Madden. What the fuck is Mike Trout in the lineup hitting number 2? I know Marsh too focused on the rumor on the runner on E7. Met 2002 says we can't be losing these games, especially with a tough schedule ahead in June. I agree. Grillmaster, you should go cry about this loss to your crispy socks so you can flood the comments with your annoying comments. Damn. Okay. Tapera, I present to you the Shell Award because you got shelled. That's a good one. Now Twitch isn't working at all. Oh shit. I have no clue on how to work Twitch, Dan. I'm just saying. We have called up the roster, Pat Macaque. Okay, bring Ty back now. Holy fuck. Yeah, we need him bad. Madden is not the Sosha. That's why he doesn't argue as much. And he doesn't eat as much Italian food either. Let's see. I present the Bear Claw with a Crispy Socks award to, as he did a good job out of the pen. He actually loaded the bases, bro. Matt Bedingo, do you think Madden will go the whole season without getting tossed? And that's pretty good. I don't think he will. Madden should know that, let's see, that thinking with Loop, because, well, he did not coach in 2002 team when Shields did pitch. But Shields did pitch later than 2002, and he was around when he did. So Ivan Chavez says, but that's because of Madden taking out a starting pitcher. Yeah, he makes it a bullpen game, Ivan, after 60 pitches. When you had a bullpen game the other day because Noah couldn't get out of the first. Our bullpen is like a box of chocolates. Hey, but you know what, Anthony? Our bullpen's been good, but Madden considers it's a box of chocolates because he's the one screwing things up. Any one of us can put together a good bullpen rotation out of the guys we have. This is a good bullpen. The Angels' ERA right now, before tonight, was top 5 in all of baseball. We haven't been able to say that for a long time. So that's all I'm saying about that. Joe Madden and Artie are drunk whiskey together today. Jesus says, Todd, do you think Madden will go the entire season without getting tossed? I think he will get tossed at some point. Any news on Duffman? I'm pretty sure he got a slight concussion, but I can't confirm that. 24 says, it would impress me if these fucking major leaguers played the way that we paid them. Wouldn't that be the truth, right? Artie and Madden drinking that whiskey together. What purpose should we use the Sox for? A good player or a bad player? Obviously, bad player. Let's see. Crispy Socks, the Halos in the infield version of Hello Locale of the Week. Let's see. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Rob is saying about last year. Valdez only throws changeups and promptly got banged. Ha ha. What is Madden thinking? For sure. Yes, Rob, our old friend is here. Mike Sosha would have gotten kicked out of tonight's game, Yvette says. I'm pretty sure. Josh Austri says, like throwing the ball on the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl against the Pats. Why would you bring that up? Ugh. Never mind the Sea Chickens. Yeah, don't talk about my team this year. I don't even want to talk about them this year. This is like the first season where I'm not like, hell yeah, I'm ready for football. Now I'm like, can we extend the baseball season? Can we win a World Series? Because I don't want to watch my Hawks. What are the Angels or when are the Angels going to call up Adele? Jesus says, ooh, I don't know, man. He's got to get some defense down there first. Rest in peace to the Cat. We will miss them. Thank you. Angels, we got to make the playoffs and win one World Series win for Smokey. Dude, if you guys win one for the Cat, that'd be amazing. But Pete Carroll's not who he used to be at USC years ago. And same thing with Madden when he was with the Cubs. I can't disagree with that one, Matt. That's a really good take. I always want to know who are the umpires in New York, Leaf says. Two guys that probably don't watch much baseball, usually analytic guys, and they're probably just watching the TV like everybody else. That no-hitter was a curse for Detmers. Nah, Dylan, too early. I think this was a curse by Madden today. Let's see. Madden effed up the lineup and the bullpen today, Yvette says. Ban the shift. Seager is a pipsqueak, Marty says. And yeah, what about Seager? How come we did not walk him with the bases loaded? I don't understand that. I mean, the guy's the greatest hitter of all time. I've never seen a player stay more healthy than Corey Seager. I've never seen more home runs hit in a season since Corey Seager. I've never seen so many walks taken since Corey Seager. You know, Corey Seager is the greatest player of all time. He won all those World Series for the Dodgers. I mean, he's just the greatest player of all time. I don't know why we didn't walk him tonight. I mean, we were lucky that he only got the home run and the double. I mean, greatest player of all time. Greatest player. So let's see. Poor Otani right in the nads. Yeah, Marty, that was how the game went tonight. My fear is Madden will end up being out on his ass because of this. The decisions will be his downfall this year. At Yvette, dude, Sosha would have been so pissed tonight. He'd be kicking dirt. Jim says, can Gooby be a walk-on for us? You know, that'd be good. That'd be good. When Rendon lifted his leg, oh, jeez. What's Roger Lodge saying? I'll get to that in a minute. We need to play like the Rams, not the Sea Chickens. Well, Dan, if we played like the Rams, really nobody would care about us. You think nobody cares about the Angels now? If we were the Rams, really nobody would care about us. Let's see. Are the Angels calling up Michael Stefanik anytime soon? Well, the problem is where he's going to come up. There's really, I mean, unless you're going to send down someone like Wade or someone like that, I don't see it happening, dude. He might be there till September. He could replace Duffy. He could, but that just means if Duffy goes on the IL. Good news. I just offered to play at Long Beach State. Mateo says, "Oh shit, that's a good dude. If you get signed on there, congratulations, my friend. Don't lie, Grillmaster Todd. LOL. Have faith in your team. Actually, well, I can't really right now. I'm still in baseball mode, and I'm gonna be in baseball mode. I'll be at the game versus the Blue Jays. I can't wait. It's gonna be a good series, Anthony. Watch Seattle creep up and surpass us in the division. We're 4th place in September. There's Grillmaster being forever optimistic. Trevor Bauer just tweeted that he's a bit upset that Matt Harvey got a 60-game suspension by Major League Baseball for his role with Tyler Skaggs. Trevor's upset that he has 2 years for having rough sex. Well, again, don't beat a woman. Okay? I mean, and if you do, make sure she signs a waiver to let you beat her. I'm just saying, I don't advocate against that. I'm not saying, like you do you, boo, in bed, but you do anything outside of that and against someone's wishes, yeah, you go to jail for that. He was found innocent in a court of law, but Major League Baseball thinks they're above that. So, again, they're the ones signing your checks. Your employer can fire you at any time for the most part, and you have your rights here and there, but they can make that decision. So if it's a bad look for baseball, they don't need you there. There's a reason why Kaepernick's out of the league too. Bad look for football. They don't need all that attention for a backup quarterback. Same thing with Trevor Bauer. Do you want him booed and being picked apart by all these feminist groups that only see one side of the story, because he's got his side too. But hey, if it's bad for baseball, what's he complaining about anyway? Dude got his money. The Dodgers were not able to void his contract. He's making over $30 million. Shut the F up, make a paycheck and sit at home. That's what you got to do. Just shut up. Roger Lodge will not be doing Knuckle Shuffle tonight. That's true. Why didn't we use Myers? Ask Joe. Oh, wait, no. We don't have a competent, what is it called? We don't have a competent media source to actually ask him real questions. So Grandmaster answered the question from last night. I do have a girlfriend. We danced at the prom. There you go, Mateo. Let's see. Madden is a pussy right there. Dylan, you think it is selective enforcement happening right here, or selective enforcement happening? Let's see, Todd, can we have a Shell Award for the player who, yeah, we'll get to that one right there. DTF wants Adele, let's see, to ego bigger than, or his ego is bigger than Artie's? Well, it might be, dude, because I heard he is, what is it called? He's pretty out there, dude. Like, he's very confident in himself, but he should be more confident in his defense, which he's not. Can we get the trucker hat trivia twice a week? Anthony says, when I start ordering more hats, it's going to be later in the season, because you remember last year we were doing it in August and September, so we're just doing it once a week for right now. Why was Corey Seager allowed to score after Duffy was trucked? Because there's no timeout in a play like that. The ball was still loose. And again, the runner could have went to second base, Andrew, but he chose not to. He actually chose not to. And the ball wasn't close, and he could have walked to second base, but he chose not to. The Seager, of course, being the greatest player of all time, walked in at home. Who cares if nobody cares? We'd fucking want to win the whole thing. There you go, Dan. Well, you and the 10 other fans that were at the parade. F the drug addict Harvey. There you go, Jacob. I'm with you on that one. I'm not in a baseball mood right now. The Warriors are 4 games away from the finals. Go Mavericks. I thought the same thing. Neither team questioned. Cool. I believe you, Mateo. Enjoy it, bud. Let's see. I bet Roger Lodge can't fight. Oh, yeah, of course. He went to Catella High School. Let's see. We need the Sox Award. Bad for business. Can you imagine Bauer pitching in Anaheim? Call out the APD for violent protesters, or any teen for that matter. Yeah, exactly. Would you want any of your daughters taking a picture with him? Or how about media day? It's just not going to work, dude. 10. There was 1,000 maybe on. There was not that many people there. I'm telling you, you have a stadium full of 60,000 fans. In the Super Bowl, there was more Bengals fans there. They had more Bengals fans at their send-off at the stadium, on the field and in the stands in Paul Brown Stadium, than the Rams had on the Super Bowl day and the parade combined. And I would even say against the 49ers, because that was a 49er home game for the championship game. Look, the Rams, it's going to take 10 to 15 years to try to get this market back. There's so many transplants. There's so many fans here in LA that just don't give a damn about the Rams, and they'll probably like the Chargers before they like the Rams. That's all I'm saying. That's my hot football take. Go playoff hockey, James says. James! No, I mean, look, I'm just saying. No love for the Rams. Catella High School, the home of the Leprechauns. Yes, it is. When Corey was up, let's see, CDM tonight for the Tampons. Let's get into what Roger has to say about this first, because I think Roger has a hot take on this. If I can get it over here real quick, because of course the program wants to mess up like the bullpen tonight. Woo.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
Oh, it does not sound good.
Lodge from the
Roger, this is my show now. Is Tapera running the board tonight? Because that one was not close to the strike zone at all. Boy, oh boy, guys and gals out there. This is Roger Lodge from AM 830, and boy, the sound is off tonight just like the pitching was off down there in Texas. I know I called a sweep. I know I called 155-0 over the Texas Rangers. I know that I thought that Corey Seager, one of the best players with one of the cutest hairstyles, I mean, one of the best hairstyles out there next to John Stamos, was going to have a big series, but the Angels were going to hold him down because the Angels pitching was so dominant. But I don't know what happened tonight. Joe Madden was on the Sticky Icky tonight. He wasn't drinking the Artie stuff, which is the 101 whiskey from Anaheim Hills. That is the best whiskey around. You can buy that at your local place once you call 714-TICKETS. 714-TICKETS. Call today and go tonight to 714-TICKETS. And be sure to watch all the Blind Date reruns that you can possibly get your little sticky hands on, your crispy socks. Get them ready for a Blind Date special extravaganza. It's been 20 years since Blind Date's been on, and we'll talk about that on tomorrow's show before the Angels play the Rangers. And then we'll talk about the war in Ukraine, the WNBA, and we'll talk about Title IX and how sports is going transgender on everybody. And then we'll sprinkle in some Angels baseball, maybe play some Ohtani highlights, even though he didn't do anything yesterday. We're going to figure out some Ohtani stuff from the past. And then we're going to play Kirk Gibson's home run because I'm Dodger Lodge.
Thanks, Roger. No sexual innuendos tonight. But, yeah, that's how it went out tonight. And also, I forgot, there was also an award. We have to give out the Golden Stamos. Roger has also paid a pretty penny for that. The Golden Stamos goes to, who gets the Golden Stamos tonight? I know I put this here somewhere, and I think I sent it over to Fernando. Let me guess. I can't find it when I need it. There it is. There it is. Hold on. Because I got to give out the Golden Stamos Award. I gave out the Nacho Night, and the Golden Stamos goes to Sam Huff tonight. He had a big night tonight. He torched us on the with those 5 RBIs. He killed it tonight. It was 2 RBIs, but he had 3 big hits, and he's batting .444. He killed us tonight. They left they left a bunch of guys on base too. I mean, they could have really messed us up in this game, but it is what it is. Let's see. I like Corey Seager. He's a great player. I'll admit that, but I'm not a fan of him. Don says. Let's see. Matt Badingo says Todd don't like the Sea Chickens right now. Yeah, I know. It's been tough. The Rams used to play at the Big A, though, didn't they? Yes, they did, Don. And they left here, and they went for greener pastures in St. Louis. They should have stayed there. I wish they would have stayed there. Who knew that Tepera only needed 5 players on base with no outs before getting pulled from the game? Love Joe Madden. Exactly, Andrew Rivas. Let's see. I want to run the fade. I want to run that fade with Roger Lodge. Let's see. Todd, don't like to see Chickens right now. How is it a fan of the Chargers and Rams, or how's about being no? I don't want to be a fan of either one of those teams. My ex is a Charger fan, so not a fan of that. Just don't want him doing good against us. That's all. Don says, and why aren't we reading my comments? Because you had too many negative ones. Let's see. You're not being too dramatic tonight. Go LA Raiders. I don't know about that. James. All right, let's take some phone calls before we get up out and out of here. I'm going to take only a few of them. It's been a long day today. The number is 714-912-2877 if you want to get on the line. We'll do a couple phone calls. So, again, 714-912-2877. Matt Badingo says, okay, maybe be a 49ers fan. Hell no.
It's the Halo Hawk line.
Hi, I'm Joe Madden, and I admit to everybody in the Angels community I should have intentionally walked the bases loaded Corey Seager.
Is this the Crispy Socks extraordinaire from the home of the tampons?
Yeah.
I figured.
Come on, I thought that was a good joke, though. Come on.
I'm so over Joe Madden, dude. I'm just over Joe Madden in every which way.
Did you at least like that impression?
It was okay, but you needed to be smoking out of a bong. You needed to make bong noises.
Like
no,
like that?
No, it's got a bubble. It's got a bubble because you got to be blowing into it. You got to have liquid there.
Like, something like that.
I'll send you a link. But first off, okay. Mateo and James are already putting up the Z's, so you got to come with it right now, man.
Oh, man. I don't have a joke. I just right now, but I just have to say that this is very disappointing, and I hope I don't have to be like this. Heck, I'm not nearly as terrible as I was last year.
Well, I know. I mean, you ran a lot of people off those message boards.
Yeah, but that was last year. This is a different year.
Okay, yeah, I know this team is actually good this year. I think it's a different kind of frustration because we know they could do better, and when you lose and you drop games to teams that you should win, it really sucks.
That's very true. It's very true. We should. Chris Woodward made his own mistake. He took out Matt Moore, who killed us, and he put in Brett Martin, who immediately gave up the homer to Trout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not a good manager either. You know what I mean? He has a far less resume than Madden, but he's not good. And he's a Texas manager. There's not too many managers that have been good in Texas. I'll just say that.
Dare I say Woodward did better than Madden tonight?
He kind of did. He made less mistakes. That's for sure.
Yeah, I really wish. Here's the thing: if I see a few more of these losses like this, even if we still end up making the playoffs somehow, don't bring Madden back don't give Madden the new contract. The only thing I hope to see, if this somehow happens, I will stop any negative claims for an entire month. If Jared Walsh hits another grand slam off of Aroldis Chapman in the Bronx.
Well, we have to see if they can get to that point, and I wouldn't want them to be in a situation where he has to win it for us again. But we haven't had any like Rally Chris type of games this year. No Rally Monkey games. There hasn't been too many where we've had to come back. Usually we're holding down leads, so we'll have to see what happens.
Rally Cat.
Oh,
the Rally Cat is the new rally in honor of your wonderful cat.
He was awesome, man. I hate to see him go today, but it was time. He had to go, and it sucked. So, but thank you for the.
That's such a shame.
Yeah, but thank you for the nice words. I'll pass that along to Papa Fox.
Of course.
All right.
You go ahead and do that. All right, I'll leave and let the other people call in.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
All right. That was Grill Master, everyone's favorite right there. Can Mark Langston stop talking about Chip Waggerhead? Or no, about the cowbell. Yeah, dude, he does some pretty corny freaking commercials, that's for sure, on AM 830. Jim Hoyt says, don't forget about the cowbell night. That's coming right around the corner. The impression gets a 1 out of 10. All time's up, Martin says. Everyone's with a Z's. All my homies hate Grill Master. Rally Kill Master. Damn. Hang up. Help Todd. Help. Boring. Damn. I'd rather watch old people fuck than listen to Grill Master. Damn, you guys are ruthless. If we see more losses from the team, look for Grill Master Goes Bonkers on the chat. It says, what did I do right here? Oh, man. Let's see. What if a frog had a glass and it would be watertight? Oh, geez. Now get off. Oh, jeez. Grill Master, just kidding. If you guys want to call in, we'll take like 1 or 2 more calls, 912 or 714-912-2877. Yeah, man. Look, this game as it sets up for tomorrow, I can get the pitching matchup, I think, for tomorrow going in while I do some filler. I'm doing some filler stuff like Roger. No Rally Chris tonight. I will say this about Rally Chris, dude. He shows up most nights, but he won't come on here after they lost like that. Hopefully he can come in and give a reason what the hell happened in today's game, because I'd like to get his take out of it. Look, tomorrow they're already on ESPN. They're picking the Angels at 60% to win tomorrow. With Ohtani going up against Dane Dunning. Dane Dunning is 1-2 with a 4.06 ERA, 37 innings pitches, 37 strikes. Ohtani's in there, 32 innings pitched, 46 strikeouts. That's really good. About 1.4 strikeouts game. So it's going to be he's got a 2.78 ERA. Ohtani coming off another good start in his last start. I'm telling you, this team should win tomorrow, but again, everyone that the Rangers have been throwing out has been guys with mediocre ERAs, and they're making the Rangers look a lot better than they are. Grillmaster's affirming that it's Dane Dunning. Rally Chris only shows up when they're winning. That's pathetic. You show up every night, win or lose. Rally Chris always hides when they lose. Damn. Now it's the Rally Chris Crispy Socks show. Let's see. I'll show up whether we win or lose. Martin says Grillmaster is looking to trade Ohtani if he don't get the W. Wash your monkey ears, Rally Chris. Way to be positive, Grillmaster. Oh man, it's one of those nights. You got just like we said the night before. You got to turn the page. You got to turn the page again. This was just a terrible performance by the Angels late in this game, giving up a touchdown in the fourth quarter, essentially, to put the game away if you're talking football. And Texas beats the Angels tonight by a score of 10-5. So with that game looking ahead, I just want to reiterate one more thing if I could pull up the because I did just want to emphasize the Angels' schedule, which is definitely not to be funked around and about the Angels got a tough schedule coming up. I just want to get into it again real quick. Looking ahead, again, we're going to do one game at a time. I know I'm thinking one game at a time, but I'm just saying right now you got Oakland on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Texas for 2 games, and then Thursday we open up with a game against Toronto, a 4-game series. Then we fly out to New York. So we got New York for a big 3-game series. And then we go to Philadelphia, where it all started over there in Philly. Philly Fanatic, which is Mike Trout. He'll be in his hometown playing against Bryce Harper. That's going to be a fun series. So, again, that's a potential playoff team. Then you got Boston, who's fallen off, but they're always tough. They're going to come here to Anaheim, play us for 4. Big showdown series with the Mets. And then what do we get after the Mets? We get the Dodgers for 2 games. A showdown series at L.A. at the Latrine. And then we play the Mariners for the first time this season. We play them 5 times in 4 days because of that doubleheader, that wonderful week off that we had in the beginning of the season. So we got that, and then you got the Royals come in who always attack us. That's probably the easiest series in a while. And then we have the Mariners for 3, the White Sox for 3. Who knows where they're going to be? And then you got in July, Houston kicking it off for a 3-game series. The Marlins, who played us tough, we play them 2 games. We get a chance to play Baltimore for 4. So a chance right there where it's a little easy, but you never know where Baltimore is going to be at because they're playing really tough in the East. Then we get Houston again for 3, the Dodgers for 2, the Braves for 3. And then you end the end of the July will be the Royals. And then the Rangers again and A's to start August. So there's quite a few good opponents coming up for the Angels. And they just got to play better baseball. And they got to play consistent. And, again, you have for the first time in 3 years, or even longer, 5, I would say, the tools on the hitting side, the tools on the pitching side, whether bullpen or starting. Let's try not to fuck this one up because – you have the tools to win. You really, really do, and let's not blow this. Let's see. Great analogy there with a football. Massive Hail Mary by Texas stiffed us more than Grillmaster's socks. Let's see. Where's the Rally Bears suit? More like 28-3, Josh is saying. Yeah, there's nothing personal. We all just get frustrated on here. It's all good. Let's see. Rally Chris is on monkey business. Have a good night, Todd. Hope we get the W tomorrow. Let's go, Halos. You have a good night, sir. Matt Bedingo. Salvage the series tomorrow, Nate says, and look forward to winning the next 2 series at home. We can do this. Rally Chris is playing with his banana. Grillmaster prediction, we lose 2 out of 3 from now on. Yes, and yeah, pretty much I'm just afraid that we're going to lose or that we're going to do the 2 out of 3 if it happens here. We would have won had we not walked Seager with the bases loaded, or we would have won had we walked him with the bases loaded. It would have sparked an 8-run inning or something. Let's see. Fernando just jumped in. Rally Chris is Dick playing with his banana. Oh, my God. All right, with that being said, everybody have a good rest of your evening. It's been a tough game, a tough series so far with Texas. We're looking to close it out and salvage, the road trip, because the road trip we could go 4-3.
Hey, it's a Halo honk line.
Call the Candy Factory because the candy-ass pitchers are back and the Halos bullpen is better than ever, this time in grand fashion with a giant payroll.
Yeah, all right. This is AM 830. You cannot talk like that.
It's a good thing I didn't call AM 830. Those candy asses.
Exactly. How you doing tonight,
dude,
Fernando?
I don't know what was up. I'm currently on the drive.
Oh,
so,
okay.
But like I was telling you, Ryan Tepera, I don't know what was up with him today, man. This guy's been pretty good all year. I mean, this is his second hiccup of the year.
Third.
But I don't know what was wrong today. This wasn't him struggling to find the strike zone. Honestly, you could have given him a goddamn bowling ball today and given him that little ramp that kids have at the bowling alley to just about automatically give him a strike. Hell, you could have given him bumpers to go with that bowling ball and ramp, and he still wouldn't find the strike zone. What the heck happened? I didn't know Cam Bedrosian was out there pitching.
It sure as hell looked like Cam Bedrosian. Yeah, he shit the bed. This is actually his third time this year. The other games he's pitched great, but I was saying earlier in the post game that we should have had Loop at 8. Work the 8th inning, 7th inning guy. Tepera be the 7th inning guy or 6th inning guy like Joe wanted. It's just backwards. I think there's more experience with Tepera going with Iglesias back to back, but. Yeah, I mean, there's times where he looks unhittable, and there's times like tonight where me and you could just stand in the batter's box and work a walk.
Yeah, right. Riley Chris is out here hitting bombs.
Exactly. I mean, it was a frustrating night tonight. You leave 17 men on base, man. 17.
Yeah, it's the golden number. Yeah, it was a frustrating game all around. Now all we can do is sit around and hope that we salvage the series tomorrow, just in time to come home. But that's all I got for you today, buddy. Have a good night.
Hey, you too. We got to salvage this road trip.
Yeah, it's a pretty sour one.
Yeah,
I mean, sure, it wasn't that bad in Oakland.
Yeah.
I mean, but we should be talking about a sweep in Oakland. So that's kind of where the pain comes from there. But it's nothing compared to the, they say everything's bigger in Texas. Apparently the losses are too, because yikes.
Yeah, and this one's magnified. It's a bad baseball team. The Rangers, I mean, you can't get around it. This is a team that's just not hitting. They're not pitching all that great. Very, very average ball club, and you got all the star power, and we can't get guys in. It's been bad. It's been bad these last two games. It's been essentially bullpen games due to the starting pitching not being good. But Detmers, I want to get your opinion on that, Fernando, before you go. Was he pulled too early in this game?
I mean, as of right now, no matter what the decision was, it's hindsight's 2020, right? I mean, everyone kind of had the confidence, and that goes to the entire fan base. I don't think anybody here realistically thought that he was going to go out there and no-hit the Rangers. We're going to get back-to-back no-hitters. But everybody expected him to come out and at least perform to the caliber that we've been hoping to see. And, Reed Detmers obviously shows flashes of being a confident and consistent major league pitcher. But unfortunately, he hasn't been able to string it for consecutive starts really ever. And unfortunately, it kind of continued here. But, man, here's hoping he can figure it out because the guy's a stud. The guy's going to be fine. Just let's hope he can turn it around next outing. And same with Thor because, man, I'll save him for when we record the podcast. But, yeah, Thor was even worse yesterday. So here's hoping, buddy.
It makes our take look even worse on the podcast because all three of us were like, well, Texas is shaking in their boots because they see they got Noah, they got Reed, the guy who threw the no-hitter, and Ohtani. Sweep!
Yeah, exactly.
Our
Roger Lodge came out. Oh, boy. John Stamos would be excited to face the Rangers himself.
Oh, boy, is that a bat in my pants, or am I just excited?
Yeah, right. Say everyone for tickets.
Yes.
All right, man. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man. All right, that was Fernando right there. He's on the road doing work. Jonah checks in with, thank goodness I was at work tonight. Let's see, you guys are saying, Nando, you're looking for the surfer dude, which is Big Hammer. Let's see, is Fernando going to start cheering for the Astros or Rangers? No, he's going to stay an Angel fan. He does not switch over. Hopefully not the Astros. No, he's not going to be that way. Too busy playing with a banana. Let's see, Mateo and Cole Poppin from Angels Daily News says, what's up with Cole? Stopping by today was a rough game. Hope they bounce back. Yes, we're pretenders or Texas is pretending to be good. I think it's the latter. The more you have this approach, the more you tax the shit out of the pen. I agree, Grillmaster. Thanks, Todd. Night, mate. Have a good get the W tomorrow against Tex Anus. Thanks, Martin. And you guys and gals have a good rest of your night. Go Halos. Let's